Hello, welcome to the 6th episode of my 1816 Munich career mode, coming up in the next game here in the middle of October against the second place team in the league, Cologne, FC Cologne. This was a home game at the Allianz Arena. Obviously a big game considering that this is the second place team we're playing against. Definitely a lot on the line here. Definitely we're out for 3 points. So we can close in on the top 3, the promotion spots. And obviously, as you can tell, a lot of rain. Going to be a fast pitch. There's the standings. We're in 4th spot after 7 games. Cologne in 2nd. And I decided I would play Abini Assay. He's been scoring quite a bit lately up front. I don't know. I just like having him up there. He's a quick striker, good on the counter attack with Piazzone. So I decided to play him. Here's Tomasov with an early opportunity with his left foot. Couldn't make anything out of that. Meyer had an opportunity. Abini Assay with a great volley and a great save by the goalkeeper too. Cologne really didn't have many opportunities, but they ended up scoring first. Yuja in the 17th minute gets Cologne on the board here. Very nice finish, if I may say so. You can tell Curley doesn't have the greatest reflexes in the world, but normally he does do a pretty good job in there. Here's Halfar. Cuts inside. He's a left-footed player. Gets a shot, and the goalkeeper stops that one. There's Meyer on the right foot, his weak foot. Just put that one wide. You can see right there, we're down by 1, but we have 64% possession. Really, their only opportunity was that one shot that they ended up scoring on. So after half number 1, we were up. We were down rather, 1-0. As you can see, they only had 1 real opportunity and they scored. So I put Stoppelkamp and Lauth in for Tomasov and Abini Assay. I believe I moved Meyer to the right wing and put Stoppelkamp on as a midfielder. So definitely had to come back. It seems like the theme of us conceding first, for some reason it just keeps happening. I don't get it. Unless we're playing a much lesser team, then we handled the team the whole game. But it seems like if we're playing anyone halfway decent, we'll concede, and then we'll kind of bring it back, and like we did right here with Makos in the 76th minute, makes it 1-1. It's not a good habit to have, but we're getting away with it. I don't know, Makos is a defensive midfielder. That was a pretty nice finish there by him. Can't complain about that. We had a lot more opportunities throughout the game. Asena Mela right there in as a midfielder. Louth trying to get through and somehow just put a little too much on that touch as he broke through the defenders. Real late in the game now, still 1-1. Wojtkowiak stops that one out there. Here's Schindler. Just blasted that one upfield. Knew that we really didn't have another opportunity late in stoppage time in the second half. We had to settle for the home draw. The next game, wasn't looking forward to this one at all. We were going to play Wolfsburg, a team in the Bundesliga and the Deutsche Pokal. That's the cup game. So I decided I was going to pull a move that probably not a lot of people would really think is a cool thing to do. Decided to go with the 5-2-2-1. To me, it just looks like a 5-2-3, but they call it a 5-2-1, whatever. And I decided to play my young French center back in this game, Kerbrat. You see him right there on the left side, number 22. I'm really not sure if this guy's going to have a future in my team. simply because he's so much shorter. There really aren't many strikers out there that are 5'9". At first, I didn't think this would be the worst problem, but he just gets out jumped by anybody, and they had an opportunity earlier on. We did a bit better than I thought we did. I thought we didn't really. We kind of were in it the whole time, but you know, I wasn't expecting really much of a chance in this game. Kerbrat gets burned there by Hasebe. Ends up finding Bruno Cesar right here. Has a great left-footed shot. I don't know if Kierley couldn't see or if he needs some bifocals back there, but he let in the goal and reacted really late on it. Bruno Cesar scored in the 20th. Even at that point, we weren't getting dominated. We weren't winning the game, but we weren't getting flat out blown away or anything. Excuse me, I had to get a little bit of my drink there. Varinia here, Olic, the Croatian. They played pretty well. I mean, they were passing the ball around nicely. Kierley comes out, punches the ball away. Stahl, here's Piazzone, bringing it up the field. We didn't make anything out of this. Olic here, here's Diego. Plays to Schaefer. And for some reason, Kierley didn't jump on the ball there. It seemed like 3 or 4 different guys touched it. Nobody jumped on it. I don't know why. Very strange, but an opportunity here. This was kind of weird. The acrobatic shot there from the Wolfsburg player. Kierley got very lucky. That easily could have just bounced off him into the goal because he kind of was diving to stop the overhead kick there, kind of bicycle kick there. Wasn't quite an overhead kick, but he tried to dive and stop it and was on the ground when the ball rolled to him, so got really lucky there. Piazzone with a right-footed shot, hit someone in front. Benaglio, the goalkeeper, picks it up. And that was one of the few opportunities we really had. Right there, you see, Kerbrat is so much smaller than everyone else. He's made to be a center back. That's the problem, and he's 5'9". I guarantee I can let him grow a little bit and let him become a better player and probably sell him and make a profit. But the fact that I got him as my first youth player, I mean, I kind of wanted him to have more of a future until I saw he was 5'9", and just gets out-jumped by anybody. We give up a penalty here, and Olic steps up to the spot right down the middle. You fucker. Ugh. I was so mad at that. I was so mad that we gave up the penalty because we weren't, like I said, we weren't getting blown away. I was doing a lot better than I thought we would do. Man, that made me really mad when that happened. I really thought I'd picked the right way. Obviously not. And Wolfsburg having another opportunity here. Headed on goal, very nice save by Kierley there. His reflexes aren't all bad, I guess. Horrible ball there by, I believe that was Louth, and then he goes and fouls Naldo. I didn't think this was really yellow card worthy, but the referee thought otherwise. Wojtkowiak, I kind of just trying to get any sort of opportunity on goal here. I remember he had that great strike against Sydney FC in the preseason off his left foot. Decided I'd give it a shot. Punch my Santa Mela in there for Moritz Volts in the 70th minute. It's still 2-0. I mean, if the penalty doesn't happen, we probably, we might have had a shot at getting back in the game. I doubt it. But you never know. So we lose, we're out of the cup. That allows us to focus on the Bundesliga 2 season. Allows us to really focus on what's most important, and that's getting promoted. So the next game would be against Energy Cottbus. If you remember, Timo Oaks, my backup goalkeeper, is the goalkeeper for Cottbus. I believe they were 13th I didn't catch that, but I believe that's where they were in the table. And in this game, I decided to play Kerbrat as a left back. Big mistake, because he's made to be a center back. Mako scores right here. 2 goals in 2 league games for a defensive midfielder. Kind of strange. Not the guy I was really expecting to start getting the hot foot and scoring the goals, but I'll take it any way I can get it. I also started playing a 4-3-3, holding 4-3-3 in this game. Piazzone, nice move into space here. Couldn't score though, and Louth kicked it right at the goalkeeper. Very nice. Like I said, holding 4-3-3 is what I tried to do in this game, and it worked very well for me. And you see right there why Kerbrat, not made for a left back position, has no ball control, not a very good first touch. He can kind of move the ball, I guess. He's made to be a center back, but he's just so small. How far? A header right at the goalkeeper. There, we had a lot of opportunities, whereas they didn't really have much of anything. Kearley comes out, punches that away. Kerbrat blasts it down the pitch. That was halftime. We were up 1-0. Man, my throat keeps getting... I feel like I'm stuffed up or something. I don't know. Pretty funny shot attempt here. Don't know what the player was thinking. Definitely couldn't have been a cross. He hit it way too hard. So, kind of funny stuff there. Piazzone still hasn't scored for me, but he's really helped out a lot, set up a lot of other guys. He's a great crosser of the ball, great at passing. And that really should have been a goal right there for Kappas, but they couldn't make anything out of it. That was kind of the point where I realized, wow, I should be doing way better. And then this horrible attempt at finishing by Benjamin Louth. This is the guy who scored 3 in one game a few games back. So I put a Beanie Assay in there. It seems like if one is doing bad, the other one is doing good. Louth just not doing very well. Decided to give a Beanie a shot. First shot, pretty decent volley, straight into the ground. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper. Oaks blasts that back up the field. Here's Stoppelkamp. He'd play Piazzone, finds a Beanie Assay in space, pokes it in, make that 2-0. A Beanie Assay getting the second for us with 20 minutes remaining on the road. This was away from home, by the way. So not a bad, never a bad game if you can go out and win on the road. And that's what we were doing. But a Beanie Assay not done there. Brilliant run. Combining with Piazzone there. Runs by his man and gets his second. And for the second time in the series, little Balotelli celebration courtesy of Bernie Beanie Assay, the Australian. Nice finish. I mean, he gets into space. He's faster than Louth is. I don't think Louth would have been able to make that run. He doesn't have the same sprint speed, that pace that Beanie Assay has. Louth is typically a better finisher, but in this instance, Beanie Assay was proving that he's a heck of a finisher too. So can't complain when one striker is not doing as well and the other one is, when one's doing poorly, you always have another guy there to pick up the slack. So that was the last game of this episode. We win 3-0 at Energy Kappas. Makos with 1 and Beanie Assay had the other 2. I would like to thank you for watching. If you'd like to like, subscribe, or comment on whatever. You can see a lot of 1860 Munich players in the best 11 of the week. Pretty awesome. That's all for this episode. I'll see you next time.